So if you're one of the people who's applied for 2024 entry to university this year and you're worried a little bit about the fact that you've got no offers or it's taken a while, then I've just got a couple of thoughts for you to de-stress you a bit. So the first thing being that one thing, as somebody who's worked in admissions for years now, that I've noticed clearly as a trend happening is that it is definitely taking longer for universities to make decisions. And it's honestly not a reflection on you at all. A lot of the time, some of the more competitive universities have started using additional materials in their application process, like UCL Management Science wants a personal statement, Imperial interviews for most of its degrees now, and they do like admissions tests and things. So like just that whole administrative process is first of all taking longer. They're also getting a bunch more applications, so it's just taking them ages to sort through them, especially because they a lot of the time can't make decisions early if they have to wait for the January like general deadline. Students of mine who've gone on to like, let's say Imperial, UCL, whatever, they've a lot of the time heard back in March, like super late on, and it's been successful anyway. So don't take it as a reflection on you and don't stress too much. It's not going to help you. Just focus on your A levels. That's all you really can do. The second thing, and I feel like this is a bit lesser known than what you guys know as clearing, which is obviously like once your results come out in August, you can either adjust into a more competitive degree if you've exceeded grades, or you clear down into a less competitive degree if you've done not as well as you expected. Before that, there is a process called Extra that opens on the 28th of February. What you can do with this is if you are holding no offers, you've been rejected from everywhere, or you just choose to stop being considered by all your options, then you can add one university at a time through this process called Extra. And it's for courses that still have like surplus spaces, but these courses most likely won't be available in clearing. So they tend to be more options that you would actually want to study or be interested in. Now, I feel like there's two good things about this process. Like, first of all, there's like loads of great courses and you don't have to put in anything extra into your application. You can call the university and be like, look, I've applied, can you take a look at my course? And they give you a lot more feedback than if you were just applying with normal UCAS. You can call them and say, look, these are my grades, what do you think? Can I, put you in as an extra choice? And a lot of the time they just tell you on the phone, like, yeah, you've got a pretty good shot, like, go for it. And they respond really quickly. They'll just tell you, I've seen offers come back within the day, but like max is 3 weeks, but you can just choose to withdraw and go for somewhere else if they're taking too long anyway. And then the second thing is that you can apply for courses that aren't necessarily related to what you did the first time. So even if your personal statement's for PPE, you can apply for engineering. If you've got maths and the required grades and stuff like that, they don't really care because they know you're going through a slightly different process. So it opens up a lot more choices if you fail to get stuff that you actually wanted. I think it's super useful. I've seen people like switch from humanities to STEM through this, have a really good time. Definitely consider it. If you've got any burning application questions, I have like 98% of the answers. So feel free to leave me some questions and I can definitely share with you all the things that I've picked up in the last like 10 years.